Aaron Schoenke, guys, everyone's least favorite content creator, has rumored to be obsessed with body composition, which some people in interviews have confirmed. But this is him meeting his idol. And if you guys don't know, Arnold Schwarzenegger used to be really obsessed with body composition. And if you read the comments section, you see Aaron says, "It was an amazing day hanging out with two of my idols, Aaron and my dad, watching the Arnold Strongman contest with the man himself. Fantastic." Well, if you don't know, back in the day, Arnold Schwarzenegger used to be a major pain in everyone's put the cookie down, you might know, as he also was obsessed with body composition. Well, you have impressionable Aaron showcasing his obsession with body composition as he was telling his childhood friend who was working for free about her body composition not being what it needed to be for the role.
Face, I was told I was fat, but everything I'm
You know, did you hear it? Sometimes you can miss it, it goes by pretty fast. She said,
no good in it, whichever way you cut it. To my face, I was told I was fat, but everything I'm hearing that's...
Yes, this is true. Aaron Schoenke, according to her, told to her face, "Hey, you fat. You too fat to play Harley Quinn," which she is 100% not. And she will learn later that she may be too ugly and fat, which is also not true. But Aaron Schoenke, make no mistake, has been obsessed with body composition dating all the way back to 2014 when he had this to say about Paul Monar, who he unceremoniously replaced as the Joker, where he said, "At 6'4", Paul is a life-size Joker in the most intimating clown prince to be seen." And someone else said, shout out to Danny Rivera, catching on to Aaron's shit since way back when. "Can I reply back or would that be erased as well?" And arrogant Aaron Schoenke, or POS Aaron, says, "If it's an intelligent remark, sure." You know, this is when, like, you know, people thinking he could do no wrong and all that good stuff. And look, here he says, "Hey, Paul Monar is the best Joker," which Paul is like, "Well, if I was the best goddamn Joker, why the F you replace me?" But I dug a little deeper, you know me.
You dig, bro. You like to dig.
And look and found some interesting stuff where back in the day, Aaron Schoenke was getting some heat. Batman should look like he lifts, not like he did yoga twice a week, every now and again. Love the movie, but respect for him as an actor was certainly lost when he refused to lift based on some weak cop-out excuse. And look, he, of course, someone agrees and he says, "Exactly." You know, my sentiments exactly, I guess. He caught a lot of backlash for this because he went on to, I guess you could say, body shame Robert Pattinson, even though that Batman is legit. I literally took a woman who was like, "I hate superhero movies." She went and watched that and she was like, "You know what? I'm looking forward to the second one." But that's neither here nor there. Mr. Wayne, do you think Robert Pattinson was physically fit enough to play? And of course, he has, you know, like back then he'd been doing this echo chamber stuff for a while. And he did a poll on his channel and said, you know, "Hey, well, there you go. It's good to see the masses know the truth about Batman's core mental and physical training. Anyways, this is not to take away from what a great job, don't get out of here, Robert did, and what a phenomenal actor he is. The point is, despite the movie being enjoyable, how much more enjoyable would it have been if it was a little bit more in shape?" Like, what?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Shout out to him because Robert Pattinson is never working with his ass. Well, you know he ain't because he ain't working for free. But there you have it. He did the poll. He said the masses spoke, but it didn't stop there. Reddit got in that. Reddit was not playing. They're effing tired of Aaron Schoenke, and it's mostly Heirloom's fault, but a lot of people took, you know, angst at what he said. Like, you know, has anyone seen the amount of salt Battinson has over Robert Pattinson? Seriously, it's okay and completely fair to criticize the movie and its performances, but the amount of salt that Battinson team seems, it's not Battinson's team, it's Aaron Schoenke. So this is how it happens if people are associated with him can get brought down because of his actions. Hence, a lot of the people who used to work with him won't work with him again. Okay? As he was dogging him over his physique, which is hilarious and somewhat sad and insecure. All right, now look, we all know Robert Pattinson, the ninja from Twilight, is not big and buff as Kevin Porter, but so what? Neither was any of the previous actors, perhaps with the exception of Christian Bale. Now, it has gotten to the point where which Aaron needs to post a new jab that he reeks of superiority every single week at the movie in Robert's physique and how much their short film is better, I don't know about that, and accomplished than the new movie. Hell no. Because apparently a 20 to 30 minute short film uploaded for free on YouTube having millions of views day one is better than the Batman. In Aaron's mind, he thinks this, guys. Aaron's mind, he hangs on his YouTube views, but them shits are donezo now. We can ring the bell. An almost 3-hour movie released on Monday having only 700K views on HBO Max first day, which is not free, even though the movie had been in theaters for a month and made $780 million, not to mention that Torrent already has movies reaching millions of downloads on the day it was released online, which is absolutely phenomenal. And shout out to Pyrabell, who's like, he had no room to talk. Rob did a great job, for sure.
That's a truthful statement.
Smoke that, Rose. Smoke that movie. Great movie. Thank you, Pyrabell, for your contributions, girl. Appreciate you out here.
Love of my life.
To go on and say, what kind of comparison is that? And how did they even think their fan film is more successful? Because Aaron is delusional, guys. I'm here to tell you, he's delusional as hell. He thinks 1 million views on YouTube from way back when is a career. Back then, sure, he made lots of money having people work for low rates or for free. Great. Kudos. You took advantage and exploited your friends. Good job, my guy. But now, moving forward in 2025, that shit is not going to be the case. I just don't see it happen. To be fair, the beatdowns are dated and it's using the same team to make them. Well, new actors, pretty much same editing format, and I just don't see it happening. But hey, I guess only time will tell as we keep continuing. But let's get on to what they had to say and get up out of here. He says yeah, I can't help but get secondhand embarrassment seeing a semi-large channel that makes fan films say stuff like that. I don't really watch their stuff anyway, so it's not like I'm upset or anything, but you think they'd be a little bit more mature given how successful they've been online. Well, Aaron is the type of guy who wants all the focus on him. And when Batman comes out and no one really cares about whatever takes Aaron has, how could he get the attention back on him other than dog the people making the new Batman? I used to really like their old content about fictional characters from different universes, duking it out. It was almost like a Screws Attacks Death Battle in live action format, and they were really, really great. But it seems like the fame has gotten to Aaron's head, and now he, because they put they, but it's really he, feels better about themselves by taking jabs at Robert Pattinson's physique in the latest Batman movie while trying to make it seem as if their one is better and more successful than the people. It's not, guys. I mean, shout out to Kevin Porter. Appreciate, much respect for him. But I don't even think Kevin Porter would say dying is easy is better than the new Batman. In the word of Adam West, who wasn't jacked or buff, I never had to say I'm Batman. I showed up. People knew I was Batman. Aaron's a clown. Yeah.
That's a truthful statement.
This is true. This is 100% true. The suit lets you know who was what. Oh, man. And Aaron's goofy ass is watching it right now. Someone just notified me. All good stuff. But hey, this is what it is. It's definitely sad and honestly pathetic. Dying and Easy was cute, but sound mixing was atrocious. Not to mention the fight choreography was mediocre at best. Oh my goodness. The whole fan film was mediocre. I won't say anything about the looks and stuff because they look okay and work as steals. But my God, the script was written by a 13-year-old on Discord. Oh my God. Remember, Chaz said he can't write. Everyone I've spoken to is like, dog, he can't write to save his life. Everything sounds like what people think Batman comics are. I don't know if that's on the actor because Kevin Porter is no John Hamm despite looking like him. I mean, shout out to Kevin Porter. But they marketed that thing so much that I thought it would be at least decent. I legit didn't even finish watching. It was that bad. I mean, it is what it is. Who cares what Aaron thinks when he was the last time he put out any content that wasn't him talking into a camera? God damn, they're cooking. Got to keep working to stay relevant. I actually didn't even remember the last thing he put out until I looked because I never watch his vlogs or whatever they are. He probably just salty because Warner Brothers never gave him a shot and they never will. Now, look, the only reason I bring this up, right? What if I told you, you probably wouldn't even believe me. If I say, look, guys, this stings. Warner Brothers will never work with Aaron Schoenke. And I got a couple interviews out with people that are actually going to confirm it. He even put out a petition for people to sign to show Warner Brothers people have interest in him. And it doesn't even have 35K signatures. You know what? You know me. You know I got that goddamn petition. You like, Henry, wait. No way Aaron would ever, he wouldn't dare put out a petition. You like, why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? You like, what's this? What's this? You'd be like, wait. I know you lying, right? You like, I know you lying. I know you lying. He would not put out that petition. I'm like, look, of course he did. Of course he put out this petition. I'm like, all right, look, man, I'll show you guys. You like, y'all want to see what the petition said? All right, here we go. 32,000 signatures, verified signatures, a couple quotes. The issue: let's get Aaron Schoenke to create a series in the DC universe for Warner Bros. And HBO Max. We could put a pin in that. We can 100% put a pin in that shit. That shit not happening, dog. Have you seen Legend of the White Dragon? Shit, once that shit drop, Aaron, that's going to be proof you can't do shit with a big budget. His skill, understanding a passion as a filmmaker for DC Universe is phenomenal. Let's do this. His years of experience in his most recent fan film, Batman Dying Diseases, proves his ability to tackle these characters on the big stage. 3 million views in 4 days, 99.6 rating. Oh my God. Fans unite. Let's make it happen. Like, bro, Steven Smith started this shit. I'm sure. If look at this, awaiting response, AT&T. Like, who? Fan film Aaron? Hell no. Hell no. Oh my God. Look, man, it is what it is, man. Like, what the hell? All starts from something. I think Aaron does a fantastic job creating these short movies. His vision and the way he tells the story are absolutely awesome. Personally, I really think if he was able to collaborate with Zack Snyder and they was able to pick up where Zack left off, the DCU would surpass the MCU without a doubt. Bro.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
What? You honestly think what the DC EU is extended universe now, what they really need is Aaron Schoenke? If Warner Bros. Would just open their eyes and ears and listen to us fans, it most definitely would be worth their time. Case in point, Zack Snyder Justice League. Just saying, come on, Warner Brothers, listen to the fans, bro. It's only really 3 of y'all. You like, where's all the comments at? I'm like, look, when you click view all comments, it just shows there's just 3 comments. I mean, it just is what it is. But anywho, let's get back to people kicking his goddamn back in for his obsession with body composition. Where were we at? I think we're a little bit past that. But yeah, bro. And it looks like he's shown actually great. Well, and it's not like he's shown any actually great directing or even acting. He's put out great stuff, but fan film stuff. Hey, it's fan film Aaron. It's not on the level of a big movie or even a show, and I don't see the big budget changing that. It would probably be on par with a bad 90s show like Mortal Kombat Conquest or Birds of Prey. Just better costumes. But no. I actually haven't heard anything he said, and now he's kind of intrigued to see if it's funny or not. Like, bro. What else do we have here? What else? Go to his Facebook page. His content for the past few weeks has been mostly about the Batman, Robert's physique. And it's kind of sad that trend of a lot of YouTubers that made fan film comedy skits and I guess all kinds of creating videos have all just kind of started doing a podcast or video essay style where it's just talking to a camera, bitching or critiquing about modern pop. Trying to find these posts now because he just posted some nonsense talking about people saying Pattinson was too small. I called him out. This dude probably got banned. Yeah, Battinson. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, Battinson banned me from their Facebook page because I described his Joker portrayal as trying way too hard. After he was bashing Pattinson for being the wrong physique and didn't think he was a good actor. That was that. Been banned for Battinson for 10 years. In one comment of criticism, and I'm going, guys, on an ego trip. God damn, dog. He been the same way for so long. How did he survive? He became pretty egotistic after the massive praises. He gets his fan base hyping him up, saying his fan film is better than Batman. You delusional, dog. If you think anything Aaron produces better than any Batman movie. I'm so tired of them. They've become one of the most toxic communities around. Dude uses his Facebook page to talk ish about collectibles and demands they be altered while talking ish about people's physique pretty much every week to the point where it's plain body shaming, but then has a meltdown when fair criticism directed at him. True. Last one. Thought I was going crazy. I saw his post and almost cringed myself to death. I enjoy when Aaron is not on the camera talking or just pitching stuff about superpower beatdowns every time I see him talk about Batman. I feel burning jealousy towards the Robert Pattinson, and honestly, I enjoy it a lot more than Dying is Easy. I have a suggestion. There's a line between acting levels. We all see what we have in B movies and their fan stuff, and the bottom, obviously, he's still there. I want Dude to succeed, but honestly don't want him and his team anywhere near big DC or Marvel properties like Batman or Spider-Man. I could feel the cringe. Hey, trust me, dog. I can promise you this. And if I'm wrong, Aaron, since I know you're goofy ass watching, I will apologize. I will apologize, man. I will
Apologize, nigga.
But you will never, ever be hired to do anything at Warner Brothers. I'm just letting you know. Just letting you know. But anywho, shout out to Silicon Viper Ninja. Where you been at? Aaron is a joke. Believing all this endeavor will succeed if he just wills it. All while screwing everyone in the background and misusing funds. It's all coming to light now. God damn. Sounds to you, Silicon Viper. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of Aaron Schoenke. Does he have an obsession with body composition? Maybe. I don't know. You got to ask his childhood friend. Let me know in the comment section. I'll see you next video. Peace.